people on this server play a lot. So me taking a holiday break for 3 weeks, 6 weeks actually, and it's been crazy. Because now that I am back, there is so much new stuff on the server. The shopping district is a completely new place. People have been building their bases and making massive progress on their projects. And the only thing I have done in these 3 weeks, 6 weeks, is a sheep farm. That's like 6 blocks total. So today I think it would be appropriate if I actually finished my starter base. As you can see, I have actually added one new thing in here, which is just this little storage location up here because I needed more storage. So today, seeing as my starter tent is quite ugly at the moment, I would like to, change that. So I am going to completely change this area to quite a crazy extent. I'm going to be adding in a path from here down to the sheep, another path coming from the tent over to the village, and then another path going somewhere else, which I'm not going to tell you about until later. So what I would like to do first, I think, is go ahead and fix the little sheep pen over there, and add a roof onto it, and start on the path. So I gotta start by making the roof here, and for some reason, I absolutely have been hating that over there more and more each time I look at it. So I think I'm gonna maybe try and do something a little bit different with this roof so that I don't hate it, but I am gonna start with a similar outline for it, and then maybe add some details to try and make it less odd. Okay, so there's this now, and it looks different, but I still don't like it. I am gonna try replacing the white wool with red wool and see how that looks. Okay, I think I prefer that, but I still hate it. If you haven't noticed yet, I'm not a builder. Here we go. Now it's starting to look a little better. I'm still not sold on the design though, but I think that this design should be good for now. Like I said, I might change a few things later on, but this should work. Alright, next I would like to quickly make a little cow crusher because I actually think it would be a really great source of food, because since I want to mainly use my sheep for shearing, I actually won't be killing them for a while. So I think a cow crusher could be really great. Alright, so I have now made this little cow crusher thing. I actually made a tutorial on it, and I think that this is going to be super useful. I still have to breed them up. There's only like 3 in there right now, so that's gonna take a little while, but that will be working very soon, and hopefully that will get me lots and lots of meat. But what I would like to do next, and what is a lot more important, is finishing my starter base, starting with the path from here over to the sheep, and then also another path from the tent going across the cow crusher and out into that direction for that mysterious thing that I've been talking about. However, before I start on the path, there is something very wrong with my person at the moment, and if you can't tell what that is, it is that iron shovel. That is not going to do for some premium path making, so I think I'm going to go into the shopping district and get a diamond shovel. Alrighty, so now that I am back home, I need to craft up a diamond shovel so that I can put all of these enchantments on it. I really didn't think that I was going to be enchanting a shovel first. I thought I'd at least do like a pickaxe or something, but I'm okay with it. So I don't have enough iron for an anvil. I have to go back to the shopping district. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I can make my anvil. I'm gonna place it right here, I think. That seems as good a place as any. And now I have combined all of these books into one mega book, and I have my shovel, which I am going to name Wooden Shovel. Because now every time I switch to my diamond shovel, it will say wooden shovel, and I will hate myself forever. And now I have to make a path. Alright, so today during time lapses, I'm going to tell you why I have taken so long to release this episode, and why it has taken me literally 6 weeks, more than that actually, to get this done. This past month has been so crazy for my creativity, and it has been so hard for me to sit down and just work on episodes, but now that I'm back, it is awesome. Okay, as you can see, I have gotten the first rough path in here, and I am absolutely loving it. I think this is actually gonna look really cool once it's done. Now, this over here goes to that mysterious thing that I'm going to be working on in just a moment, but first I'm gonna have to let you know of some stuff that has just gone down. Now, I have been on the server for a while right now, and I went with Pom Pom, and I did a lot of random nonsense, and I now actually have an elytra, because he bought me an elytra. elytra. We co-purchased it. He gave me 6 diamonds and I paid 6 diamonds. But he was so nice that he literally gave me an elytra, plus he came by and he dropped off this shulker box of gravel, which I really needed right now. And also, since I've died 3 times, though it's a little bit upsetting, I now have this, an extra head of my own. And now I just look super swollen, and it is absolutely hilarious. Look at this. Look at this character. He's hilarious. Anyways, though I did die a couple times, it was totally worth it, and it was all in good fun. So now that I have this elytra, I actually would like to enchant it, because I'm pretty sure I have the books for it. It's exactly 6 levels, but I want to name it. Okay, I need to go get 1 more level. Alright, I now have the 7 levels that I need, and I'm going to name this E-Heavy-Tra, because it's called an elytra. So, if you see what I did there, I think it's kind of clever. Maybe it's not. Now I'm overthinking this, and now I'm gonna regret it once I name it. But I don't really care, so I'm naming it. So now that I have my elytra, I very much want to take an aerial look of this area before I finish up the path. Now, first of all, the village looks really nice, and this thing looks so cool. That's gonna be so awesome when I finish that and, well, start it. And now for the main attraction, the campsite. There's not a lot going on there at the moment. It's gonna look a lot cooler once I'm done with the path, I think. And I also need to clear some more trees. I need to clear these trees right here, because I want to put something right in here. And then I also... I'm gonna ignore that. I also will have some area cleared over here where I am going to put, I'm gonna tell you now, my massive hole. I know that sounds very, very weird, but trust me, there's a reason. So let me explain. That mountain where I plan to put my medieval castle fortress thingamajig is quite far in the distance, and this area right here is quite far from it. But I want to put a gigantic hole right here that goes down underneath the ground and then will go all the way into that mountain. It will be one of the only real entrances other than flying into it. I think it could turn out really, really cool. So it's just a thought I have. That's gonna take a little while till I actually make it, because that's kind of a massive project, because there are a lot of blocks that I'll have to dig. But I think that that could be a really, really cool idea. So now I have spent a lot of time putting this project off. I am going to finish up this path, clear out some trees, and pretty much do everything I was just telling you about, except for the giant hole. But first, I'm gonna have a conversation with Lencrafter, because I think we're going to team up. You see, there's this hunted game that we've been playing on the server, and essentially we're all kind of hunting each other down and killing one another, which sounds kind of crazy, I realize now, but it's really a lot of fun. So I'm pretty sure me and Len want to team up, because next week it starts like mega mode for tons of points, and the diamond prize is actually all of that. So there's a ton that could be made from this. I'm just gonna save you the trouble and let you know now that the hunted is finished, and I did not win, which is totally fine. You'll see why I'm actually so okay with it in the next episode. But while I'm editing, I am going to include the clips of me and Len together, so enjoy. Len just came through the portal, and he can't find me. I'm just gonna wait until he sees me. Len, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Do you see me?
No.
Look up. Hi. Alright, so we want a team up with the hunted. So what are we thinking?
You get a hunted fox.
A hunted box? Whoa! Well, I don't have anything to give you. You just gave me like one of the most valuable shulker boxes in the whole game, and I have like some chicken. Yeah. Here's 9 cooked chicken. Getting you back to full health. That's my priority. So you were saying you have a bunker in the works. Yo, this is like really cool too. Oh, look at this. You got beds galore. Oh, this is amazing. And you got all these chests and shulkers and...
Then if you come over here...
No way! Dude, you are the person to be with for the hunted. Jeez. So, like, we're gonna have to figure out something to do in here, because we're gonna be in here for a little while once we shut ourselves in.
Yeah.
But this is awesome. I am so in. And now we go back into time-lapse mode, and also back into the mode of me complaining about taking forever to release this episode. Again, I'm so sorry that this took me 6 weeks. Here's how it happened. I planned to take 1 week off from YouTube, and I just found that it was really comfortable to not work, and then I just got stuck in that state. I tried to get into a consistent schedule, and I just couldn't, but trust me, now that I am back, I am going to be uploading like crazy. You can count on that. Okay, so now I believe that I am done with this first path. I still need to add a path from here into the village, but that will be a little bit later on. However, I really am enjoying the path that I have right now, and it is now time for me to make a massive hole in the ground, and I want to use some moss blocks. I think there's some somewhere. So what I want to try and do is use the moss with some bone meal to actually make a really big hole, and it should go pretty organically if I just use the moss like this, and then just shovel it out. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and do this for a little while, and then I'll be back. Okay, I am finished with phase 1 of Operation Dig a Hole. And here is the progress that I have made. My head just keeps tilting back. It's gonna fall off eventually. There we go. So it's not very deep right now because I actually ran out of bone meal, which really stinks. But this is a great way to dig down really quick. This only took me just a few minutes. And I think this is going to be absolutely perfect. So I'm going to dig down probably like another, I don't know, 15 layers or so. And then I would be ready to start the theoretical tunnel going into the direction of the mountain. Of course, that is a mega project for a future episode, and what I would like to do to finish this episode is go back and make another room in the bunker. Okie dokie, as I'm sure you can now see, I am back in the bunker, and you may notice that Len has come in here and he has expanded this into an awesome hallway, which is absolutely perfect for the rooms that I want to be building. So I want to first actually keep going in this direction, and I'm gonna make an indoor garden in here, because I really think that not only it would look super cool, but I mean, if we're gonna be in here for a really long time, then, you know, we might need a supply of food. You're probably gonna hate me for this, but I like to fill up the time lapses with noise, so I guess enjoy this. I am sorry for that. Alrighty, step 1 is now complete of this, and I'm pretty sure this is all of the space that I should need for the build. Of course, this is going to need a ton of beautification to be done, but it is going to look really cool when it's done. Like, now that I see the layout of how this is gonna be, I think that this could be a really nice build. So next, I want to work on all of the walls in here, because I'm not sure what design I'm gonna do for the floor. So I want to do all of the walls. I'll do the ceiling eventually, but I'm gonna hold off on that for a bit. But I want to do the walls, like I've been saying. And I think that I'm going to use a very different combination of these blocks right here, but still the same blocks. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it though, so I guess it's experimentation time. Okay, so here's what I have for these first 2 walls right here, and I'm actually really happy with the design. The transition seems to be pretty smooth actually between the stripped spruce into the oak, which I absolutely love. Now, I actually would like to replace these torches with lanterns at some point, but that might be a little later. Now what I want to do though is come in and just do these walls right here, because I think I know what these are gonna look like, but also I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so here we are now with all of these walls in. I also did the ceiling, as you can see, and I absolutely love the design of this room. I think that it has come along really quite nicely, and I'm super excited to put the floor in, which is just gonna be grass, so hopefully it doesn't look super conflicting. I'm a little worried, but I think it should look just fine once I get it in. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Here we go. Oh, yes. Now that this floor is in, this room is totally coming together. As you can see, I rotated out the torches for lanterns now, and I also put a bunch of lanterns on the ceiling right here, and oh my goodness, this looks awesome. I'm so so thrilled with how this came, and I was really nervous at first that it wasn't gonna blend in well, like with the whole bunker vibe, but I actually think it totally works in here. It's really, really nice. It's like a simulated outdoor experience down here in the bunker. Now, I would like to add just a little bit of like farm stuff in here, so I want to put a little bit of wheat and some carrots. I think I have some in a shulker box. All right, now I have added in these few little things, and this is making this room so much better. Now, there is one more detail that I think is going to take this to the next level, and what I'm going to do is just actually knock out a bunch of this grass, and I'm going to put in a moss path. I think that this would look so cool. I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. Okay, yeah, this is definitely gonna need some some work, but I think a moss path would look so nice. And yes, was I correct? The moss path totally works in here. I think that this completes the whole room so much. Now, of course, it leads and comes over here, over to the chest, and then this also is leading right over here to a secret path that I've actually created as a potential escape. It's obviously incomplete, as you can tell. There's just stone up there, but I'd like to eventually carve that all the way up to the top of the mountain so that you could maybe escape through it. But that is, of course, something that I think I would like to do in the next episode. This episode is over. Goodbye.